Okay, we can start nevertheless. Hello everyone, I'm Matis and I am from Team TAKER. The Team TAKER looks like this, so we are 5 members: Sally, who is doing the research; Matis, me, who is about the design; then there is our IT guy, our management Elvis, and our PR lady, Andra. And what we do, we will start this from different sides. We will start this from community. We love to hike all. We all come from different backgrounds, but hiking brings us together. And here you can see us on the train, why we are on the train and why we are so many. The question lies here. Usually we sometimes organize hikes, and these hikes are quite random. We just posted an event for our friends in Facebook like 24 hours before the hike. Those who get there, they do a hike at night. Those who don't, well, don't. And this was the 10th hike, and we thought, okay, let's make a bigger one. And 85 people joined and did the hike. Then we thought, wow, it's quite interesting. We checked and made the Facebook page. Likes grew up. Right now we are somewhere at 1,800, and it's only 2 weeks, so quite good for a new Latvian page. And we checked other pages. There are also people liking it. We checked the world. People love to hike. In America, as you can see, each year the number is slowly and steadily growing. What is the price for a hike? Usual hike costs €4, but if you want to go top level and make very large hikes, I'm talking big runs around the volcans and etc. Like Alma, who run the jungle, it's €2,050 or in this case dollars, or $500. So we go next. Why did we decide to make an application? Well, the answer is very simple. We did a night hike, and it's very, very hard at night to locate people in the forest. If there are like 80 people, you're using your walkie-talkie, it's no use. And some of us had this WhatsApp app. You could check in, but as you're moving, the location stays there. It's very hard to tell others, hey guys, I'm here. You can't say I'm like by this very large tree. So what we did, we talked with a few of Latvian known people who organize mass events, what they are doing, and that is Svidriņš, who ran across this mountain in Fuji. He told us that usually it's quite expensive. You have to use actual GPS devices to track the people around. And it's actually not even done. So we thought, why not try to do it? We made an app which we call the TAKER, and the application is very simple. 2 modes, online or offline. If you're online, you see yourself and your friends on the map which is there. If you are offline, you see only the route which you have chosen. For example, in this case, it will be running around the Fuji mountain. Of course, maps are offline and downloadable for the current location. Also, there on the right side you can see your friends. Let's talk a bit about benefits, what you are getting from this. As a manager of a large event, you can in real time track your contestants who are contesting in this event. And if you go back, you also can track the message they are sending to each other, because you can create groups. But let's not dwell into that. Let's talk more about money. And as you can see in this chart, by the way, thank you Infogram for the opportunity to use your software. And here you can see that on a typical hiking experience in America, people use like 65–70% of their money for accommodation. But the rest is organization, buying tickets, planning how to get somewhere, and our app takes 30% of that stress. So about the competition, there are lots of apps who are about hiking and experience that you can get by looking at the map. But the problem is that they are quite complex, and usually they are for high-end users. Okay, we have Garmin, for example, and as you can see, even when they are for high-end users, for professional hikers or for professional fishers, they still manage to get quite a lot of downloads. And if we are looking at this, for example, American market, we could reach €1 million or dollars in this case with no problem. Let's move further. In Latvia, you can see there are lots of tracks which could be explored. People love hiking, and we should give them opportunity to do so easily without getting lost in the forest. What about exploring? We also, we wish you to explore the wilderness and explore our site, which we are making right now. It should be hosted tomorrow. We sent an email. They said like, no, you can't host on hope.com, a large website, so it takes a while. But here you can see a quick preview. It's our site for the members of the hiking community, which we organized ourselves. There we will test our application. What are we looking for? Well, we are looking up for dreamers, persons who love to hike, and please join us. Okay.
In an event which is happening somewhere in a forest, how do you track people when there is no network coverage, which is most likely the case?
It's actually not that hard as it sounds like. As I said, application has two modes, offline and online mode. In case where you have this network, and we have tracked a lot in Latvia, up there you could see places where we have been. Usually in the forest it's not that bad. Actually you can have the Wi-Fi, not the Wi-Fi but the wireless connection, you can like track yourself. But in cases where you can't, the ability there will be, you won't be able to see others who are around you in real time. But you still will be able to see the road you all have gathered together, you have chosen to take. So you still will be able to meet, for example, for a fireplace at the end of the hike. By the way, also let's talk about positives or some large festivals where you are going and like, where is my tent, or where are the other guys? How can I meet, for example, Martin, who said he will meet me at the beach, and we're exactly at the beach, and it gives a lot of opportunities there.
Have you talked to, great pitch, super nice, very fast, Mike, thank you very much. Have you talked to like a race organizer, like Vertical X or Monta X, I don't remember exactly the names, that organize big events that are about hiking, all sorts of challenges and things, and I think that's, have you talked to them?
Yes, we sent a letter to Positives. Unfortunately, we couldn't contact them, but we managed to contact Martin Zviedriņš from Baltais Kalns, and he said that yes, actually he sees a very high value in this. In Latvian market it will be very high to make profit, but let's say in America, where this hiking movement is much higher, there are more hikers, it's quite profitable, because these large organizations who are hosting the events, they are quite expensive, especially because you have to locate a lot of people who are standing next by the trail and saying, okay, I have seen 10 people pass there, 10,000 people there, and then you can have less planning to do.
Last question, why did you limit to hiking? Why don't you go, for example, with motocross races and the car racing also? Because it's also relevant to know where you are and locate.
At first, we ourselves love hiking, so we know it best. We don't know that much about motorcycles. The other thing is, I think the hiking is the new running, because everyone can do hiking. You can be my little brother, who is 12 years old, he did the hike of 30 kilometers through the night. He was the fastest one, actually. I was like, oh my gosh, he's faster than me. And also, people who are older, they also can hike, so I think there is a very large market in this case. What Martin, by the way, told us, he said, oh, let's go also about bikers, for example. It would be really cool to track them all, like a Cyber Marathon, but that's where we can grow. We started hikers, which we know ourselves.